Hello, welcome to this first Ask Roberto live event. I'm Roberto Musso, Technical Product Marketing Director at NDI, and I'm very proud to be here and exchange information about NDI audio and NDI in general with all of you. So I'm actually inside an hobby van where there are no SDI cables. This production track is 100% NDI based, and NDI is the technology that enables thousands of hours of live production with this track, from sport to news to live event, any kind of live production. And I'm very excited today because I just received this product from Mackie, the DLZ Creator. So DLZ Creator is a podcast mixer that support up to 4 microphone input, 2 stereo channel input, a stereo bidirectional Bluetooth channel. It has a flexible multi-track recording and stereo playback to micro SD and USB thumb drive. And when it's connected to a computer through a USB interface, it becomes a multi-channel audio interface. So it's not just an audio mixer, but it's a complete audio studio in a box. This product has tons of great features, like an unbelievable auto mix. It generates automatic mix minus. It has an impressive gate to reduce the noisy environment, like where I am right now inside this hobby van, surrounded by computer, air conditioner, etc. Very noisy. And with the last firmware update, Mackie introduced NDI audio support in this product. So it is exciting to see that a company like Mackie has decided to support NDI, especially for this kind of product, because NDI allows a very interesting new workflow opportunity in the DLZ Creator. So first, I can receive an audio signal from a different machine than the one connected by the DLZ Creator with the USB connection as an audio interface during a Zoom call or a live streaming with OBS Studio. And simultaneously, I can receive some other audio source just using NDI. So NDI support allows at the end to overtake the limitation where a USB sound card cannot be used and shared simultaneously by different computers. So let me show you how to set up an NDI source. So in the in the setting here, I go to the recording and routing, and this is where I can set up the NDI output name, and I can select an audio source. So this is one of my machine in the computer. I have an NDI output, and so here's some music. So what is important to know is that the DLZ Creator is receiving audio only. And even if a source is a video stream, thanks to the NDI SDK, the DLZ Creator is sending a request to the transmitter to provide only the audio stream. And this saves a lot of network bandwidth and a lot of resource in the DLZ Creator. So indeed, over the year, the NDI R&D team has done an amazing job with the NDI SDK. But where the NDI support becomes a huge advantage is enabling the NDI output in the DLZ Creator. Because at this point, I can send the DLZ audio out simultaneously to many different receivers. For example, in my actual setup, I'm sending through NDI the DLZ output to my VizVector machine, which is streaming on YouTube right now. So let me show you. In input 14, I have the Mackie DLZ Creator source available, and I receive it. And I'm using it to broadcast this live event. And now I can simultaneously set up another machine, for example, to have a Skype call using the NDI webcam and exchange with audio back and forth with the DLZ Creator. So I can send my microphone simultaneously to a computer connected with the USB interface, VizVector using the NDI output stream, and a Skype in another computer, again using the NDI audio stream. So let me show you. Again, the NDI output name here is the stream output, and then I can set Ardour, Reaper, and many other. Now, most recently, other partners like Avisono develop essential tools like the NDI virtual sound card, the audio video embedder, the audio router, and the audio gateway. Audio gateway is very interesting because is a single application where you can exchange audio between NDI and other audio technology like Dante or Ravenna or AS67. And by the way, at NDI we are always surprised to see how reactive is Avisono in offering applications that solve NDI user needs. So if you should really take a look on the Avisono website, and because they just announced a new tool that is quite amazing. So just take a look on their website because they will deliver soon something very useful for the NDI user. And now let's talk about Llama. So Llama is another company that IBC last week showed a new product, Llama Connect, which is something completely new in the audio scenario. Connect is a software platform that allows interconnecting application with physical or virtual sound card, and it offers direct audio support with 256 audio channels per NDI stream. And Llama Mix. Llama Mix is a software-based audio mixer designed for live production. Again, this is another important step forward for NDI user looking for audio solution with NDI. But what are the advantages of using NDI for audio? So by default, NDI is unicast and do not require any synchronization method. So setting up an NDI network is extremely easy because you don't need, a very complex network setup that run, for example, PTP. You don't need that. And as I have shown you before, the other big advantage is that the discovery and registration is managed by the receiver side. So there is no need for a routing application. And this makes NDI base setup very easy. There is another aspect that is very interesting because thanks to the NDI SDK, is very easy. I mean, we offer tools to do audio resampling very easily. And so this means that if you, for example, what I'm doing right now, my DLZ Creator is at 48 kilohertz, but for sure the audio I'm receiving from the Skype call, it has a completely different format. And so for me, I have nothing to set up, nothing to do. It's just resampling this audio without any issue. And this is offered by the SDK. Then NDI support unlimited audio channel per stream. And so today, thanks to NDI Bridge, we easily transport multi-channel audio over internet. And this is an example. In one of my computer, I'm running Llama Mix and Llama Connect. So with Llama Connect, I'm receiving an NDI audio stream coming from an instance in AWS over internet. So this is a stream with 16 audio channels, and I receive it with Llama Mix. So this was just unbelievable 1 year ago. So today with Mackie, we have the first hardware manufacturer and the first hardware device that support NDI audio. And this is an exciting news for the NDI community. Now, talking about the NDI community, let's move to the Q&A session. I'm very excited and happy to hear and answer to your question. So, how can I help? So my colleague Victoria is helping me with the Q&A. Let me see if there is already some question. So this is interesting. In your opinion, who is the DLZ Creator for? I think originally was developed for podcast. Now, because there is NDI support, I can see many other usage possible. For example, gaming. There's a lot of needs, for example, for gaming to send the audio out of a product like this simultaneously to different computers, because I need to stream on different platforms, or I need to mix my audio out with different application in different computer. So it's not only podcast, it's gaming, educational. I think there is a huge amount of application. On top of this, I know that Mackie, I mean, the way this product has been designed is really amazing, and I'm pretty sure that Mackie will will add the feature in the future release, and this will make this product more, flexible, let's say, for different usage. The other question is, so when it comes to audio production, what are the technical features you would like to see in audio product? I think that what I really would like to see is audio hardware supporting simultaneously Dante or IS67 and other audio over IP technology and NDI. Because this is really something that will help a lot user. For example, if you are doing a sport production and you are using an application like TriCaster or vMix, in many cases, all your audio workflow is Dante, because you have a Dante commentary system, you have a Dante audio mixer, but then there is a point where you need to exchange this audio with a product like TriCaster or Vector Plus or vMix. And in this specific case, it's much better to use NDI audio because you can use the Dante Virtual Sound Card, for example, but it's very difficult to make NDI and Dante working together in the same network in a computer. So, for this reason, I think and I hope hardware manufacturer in the future will support simultaneously technology like Dante and NDI. So another question is, so what are some tips you have for someone who just want to start use in the podcast industry? So I think the starting point is really downloading the free NDI tools, because this is where those are the tools that help you starting understanding and using NDI. I mean, inside the NDI tools, there are very easy tools to use, like the webcam, the screen capture, NDI Studio Monitor. And then when you add to your network a product like the DLZ Creator, then you can start really doing podcasting. And then there are tons of other applications, even open source like OBS Studio. So it's absolutely easy to start. So the other question, what are main advantage of NDI audio to compare to Dante? So there are use cases where the solution is Dante, no doubt. For example, as I said before, if you are doing a live production where you need low latency and synchronization, you're doing a music concert. This is where Dante is. I mean, this is the kind of live show or production where Dante is needed. NDI is very useful where there are, for example, specific need. For example, I cannot run PTP, so I want to do remote production over internet, and there is no way to run the synchronization layer needed by Dante over internet. And this is where NDI is very useful and easy to set up, because you just need to use some tool like, for example, the Avisono gateway and NDI bridge. And so you exchange from Dante, from the local Dante workflow to over internet. The other example is if you want to do cloud production. I mean, in cloud, NDI audio is working very easily. And I mean, like this podcast example. So everywhere you don't need synchronization, then NDI is the perfect choice, because it's easier, it's probably cheaper. So there is another, there is a comment. So from Reinhard, with some initial difficulties, we work as a team using the OBS interface. For this purpose, video were imported via the EDUS software. Okay, why not? I mean, I would say that OBS Studio have an amazing integration with NDI, and I can see many users using OBS to stream on air. Just amazing. So I don't see other question coming. Maybe let me check with Victoria if there is some other question. Otherwise, I say you hello, and so let's see each other in the next Ask Roberto session. Oh, let me wait. Oh, wait, maybe there is another question coming. Oh, okay. Oh, this is nice. Can you share some of the most creative audio workflow you have seen in your career? So probably, well, creative and complex. I remember a volleyball production with 3 different languages, English, Italian, and German. And for all those languages, there was 2 audio commentators. So there was the journalist and the technical commentator. Yeah, so this was really complex. And I remember the first time I was doing this production using analog audio, the setup time for the audio was around 6 hours. Last time I did this kind of production exactly with the same complexity using IP-based production, the setup time was 1 hour. And the other difference is the amount of cable. So previously there was, I don't know, probably 60 audio cable back and forth from the venue to the Obi-Wan. Now we are doing everything with a single optical fiber where we run simultaneously NDI and Dante. So Vicky is saying that he uses eCam Live and there is a great NDI integration. Yes, so again, at NDI, we know that we have 1 million of users, but sometimes we are not aware and we discover applications that are doing amazing workflow that we even don't know. So let's see if there is another question coming. Okay, no more question. So thank you so much to be part of this Ask Roberto event. Let's see you soon, and that's it. Bye.